So welcome in to my little Pilates vlog. Welcome into my little Pilates vlog. So glad you're here. It is a gorgeous day here in Omaha. It's November 1st and it's, I don't know, like 70 something degrees outside, 60, I don't know. It's really nice though. So of course I had to take the dogs for a spin, and I decided rather than doing super early when it actually was really cold, or relatively cold, I should say, I saw that the temperature was going up through the day, so I opted to take them for a quick one this morning. Recorded my workouts for my on-demand studio, which was super fun, so you should catch that. And then bring these guys after basically sitting down and working at the computer. So, and of course, in good transition of the day, it's just beautiful out here. But there are definitely people walking around. And of course, I find it relatively silly that I am sitting here and videoing myself while I walk. Sorry, but I find it very silly, and hopefully not too distracting of a bounce up and down. Because no matter how fluid I try to get my movements to be, the dogs, they're connected to my waist. So I have to be super thoughtful of where I'm moving, because they have probably about a 200 pounds of dog pull, and they are very strong. So, okay, so here we go. I had this thought of hopping on here and just taking a moment to consider. By the way, can you see how pretty it is? Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. This neighborhood that's right next to ours is older, so the trees in here are ginormous. Look at them. They're so big, and they're just all their leaves are on the ground. I'm sure you can hear us crashing through them all. Anyways, so anywho, going through the walk, and I'm thinking, how much do we really consider the fact that Pilates Principles, he is, oh, that's a big boy. There he is. Wait a minute, and there's Annie. Where'd she go? There she is. Oh, there she gotta go to the potty. Well, maybe, I don't know. She's checking the sniff out. Anywho, okay, so I gotta stop working with that hand. I keep covering the camera with that hand. You can tell this is not my forte. Come on, Jessie, over here. Okay. So Pilates Principles. Let's see how they apply to me walking, right? So I'm controlling my movement as much as I can. I have an 87 pound and 101 pound dog connected to me. So yeah, and I'm not in the healing moment, as in they're not healed right next to me. We are in a little bit of a free movement pattern. Okay, so control. I'm controlling as best as I can. How about foot strike, right? So I can control my foot strike. I can control where my shoulders are in space, and my abdominal connection, right? There's your centering, and my mind is focused on what I'm doing. Well, somewhat, because now I'm talking to you. I have a concentrated. That's what happens when he stops and he pulls me kind of backwards. You can hear it, hopefully, probably in my voice. Anyways, concentration, control, centering, fluidity of movement, right? Precise movement. So I'm moving with a very specific precision to my movement pattern. And I'm out walking, and I hate when my brain loses one of them. So precision, control, fluidity of movement, centering, concentration, and breath. I don't think I repeated one. I may have, but breath. Oh yeah. If you don't think you need to think about your breath, have those guys pull. You'll be thinking about your breath. So if I put all those Pilates principles into place, I get so much more out of my walk. I keep videoing my throat. All right. So I just get more. Like if I'm lackadaisical about it, as in I just kind of slump my shoulders and I relax my body, right? I don't think about where my feet are moving. I don't think about the fact that I'm connected to 200 pounds worth of dog. See, he did it again. If I do that, then I'm more apt to have something like, I can get easily pulled down, right? Let's say the dogs, like they can easily pull me over because there's just so much weight there. I could, I don't get as much out of the walk as in, hold on a second. So as I'm walking, I get a lot more out of my workout. I get a lot more strength out of my workout, a lot more focus, a lot more centering, a lot more cardiovascular connections. I get more if I put these principles into place. So the next time you're moving around, doing something in life, think about it. Maybe take only one of them for a ride and notice you're breathing while you're, say, vacuuming or mowing or blowing the leaves. That's what this guy's doing. And you move and you pick up things and you see how the body moving from that powerhouse just moves so much better if it's all connected. So when Mr. Joseph Pilates was alive, his practice was not called Pilates. That didn't happen until he passed away. It was called contrology. It's the art and science of control. Art and science of control. So how do I control my body in space as I move around? And you'd be surprised at how many people do not understand or have a connection to what's happening with their body as they're moving. So it's serious. Start thinking about it. Start watching people move. It's crazy how quick you can notice whether somebody's actually connected to their movement pattern or not. And all you may want to do is just go up behind them and ask them to pull their shoulder blades a little bit more together to open their chest and get their posture a little bit more awareness. And if I do that, what happens? I breathe better, right? I move with a lot more thoughtfulness to my movement pattern, because once I round my shoulders out, my spine becomes less, I have less ability to work energy out of my spine. Okay, so there you go. There's video podcast 2 in the books. And we're just going to keep moving because, y'all, I'm on a path to bring Pilates to you and to help new instructors find their voice and ignite their passion so that they ignite yours. All right. Peace out. Move with purpose. Change happens through movement. Movement heals. And in doing all of those things, which by the way are straight from Joe, those were his quotes. you get to perform life better. You just do. People who are on the road to following their passion and doing life with more purpose. Yeah, it's all there. All right. Cheers.